Welcome back to the program. Well, let's continue the conversation, Mr. Ken Okolibo. How do we get ourselves as a nation out of this quagmire?
Well, it's basic. I like my colleague in Abuja was harping it on the Niger Delta Adventures. Yes, the volume of the oil that we are producing is from 2.2 million barrels, which the budget was predicated on, at $38 a barrel. Is being reduced to, you said 1.1. I don't know. I mean, I'm shocked. I thought it was 1.5. I'm just saying that data of 1.1. And so there is no way, even when the Brent crude is selling at $49, for them to be able to reach their budget benchmark. But I was surprised when the minister said 247 billion was only the amount that has been released in capital votes. He didn't address the issue you asked of. 5.5 million school children are supposed to be feeding today, yes. And no one has eaten one meal free so far, and this is the second quarter. This is already almost the second quarter ending. By August, the second quarter would have ended. We're talking about 1 million Nigerians, instead of the 25 million Nigerians that were said to be receiving a stipend of 5,000 naira a month, the poorest Nigerians, not even one person till date has gotten the 5,000 naira. It shows that the template was not put in place. The modalities for those disbursements were not put in place. I think as much as I don't want to just sound critical for sounding critical, the government must accept that they have failed in this area. Even though these things have been imputed into the budget, but Nigerians want to see the practicality of it. I'll tell you something. I'm into the property business. These days, when my tenants call me, tenants that used to pay me my rent complete, they pay me my rent in 3 installments, and I understand where they're coming from because the purchasing power is no more there. So
what's the way forward then?
What the way forward is it's a far cry for us to say that it is 282 naira to a dollar from the primary dealers.
As of today, the dollar has suffered. The naira has suffered an all-time low. It's 375.
That's what I wanted to say, to 375 in the parallel market. So the disparity that they thought they were going to bridge, it's not working. Even the airlines still have their $591 million trapped. What they need to do at this material point in time is open up on those goods that they even said before now that they wouldn't allow to access
the foreign
exchange. Because that has not worked. When you see that something has not worked, there's nothing you can do about it because there is no alternative yet. The only state that is looking at the possibility of exporting rice is only Kebbi, out of the 13 states in the pilot program that the CBN has given funds to go on fadama farming. So the economy is stagnated at this point.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Okolibo. Well, let's move on to some other issues generating controversies in the National Assembly. Today, the Senate President, Dr. Bukola Saraki, announced a reshuffling of the leadership of the Senate. The move in some quarters is believed to be a means of settling the long-drawn rancor between the Unity Forum and the senators of like minds. Is this recent move a bait for peace? Over to you, Mr. Okolibo. Is this recent move by Senator Saraki to reshuffle the chairs of the committees away
I don't think
out to the rancor?
I don't think it's a bait for peace. He remains the chairman of the National Assembly, which also is a bicameral house, which also includes the House of Reps. And he decides when to make his committee appointments. These committees that he has made these appointments, remember there were no people heading these committees. I don't know if people
but there's also been some reshuffling, not just new ones. Yes, and not just we have we can see on the screen a list of some of the committee chairs that have been reshuffled, and those that actually had no chair being newly constituted. Well, Mr. Ojide Ojo, let me come over to you. Would you see this, or would you buy into the school of thought that this move by Senator Saraki is trying to bridge the gap between the senators of the Unity Forum, loyal to Ahmed Lawan, and the senators of like minds who are in support of Senator Saraki, to end the rancor that has plagued the National Assembly for some time now?
Definitely, it's a masterstroke by the like-minded senators camp, which Senate President belonged, to reach out, if you call it a truce, to kind of reach out to the senators who are in the Unity Forum to ensure that they allow peace to reign. You'll see that Senator Kabiru Marafa, who has been an arch critic and of Senate President, has now been made the chairman of Senate Committee on Downstream sector of the petroleum industry, which is a grade A position, if you want to ask me. So for me, it's about reappointment, and you know, in politics, nothing is permanent.
Wouldn't you think?
You also recall that.
Wouldn't you think it's also a move to right? Wouldn't you think it's also a move to right the wrongs that the alleged wrong, according to the aggrieved senators who said due process was not followed, ethical standards weren't followed with the emergence of the committee chairs in the past, formally?
Exactly. That's what I was coming to. You recall that as at the time those appointments were made last year, there were hues and cries about, some section of the Senate being given juicy committees, others being given grade C positions or grade C committees to chair, or some even not even being made vice chair, let alone chairman of some committees. I think it's all in a bid to kind of reach out to the opponents of the Senate President to kind of make sure that they are also the Senate as an inclusive Senate in terms of making sure that both the Unity Forum and then the senators of like minds are both pacified. Make sure that you will recall that they have also asked some of the senators who have filed suits
to withdraw those suits from the court. I need to cut you there now. I need to cut you there, Mr. Joe. Just a moment. Mr. Koligbo, do you think this move is going to put an end to the crisis? But
I don't think so. It would be irresponsible of this government if they you can put an end. The Attorney General of the Federation has clearly said that he has to go on with the prosecution of Saraki and Ekweremadu. He's the only one that can file a nolli prosecute. And for him to file a nolli prosecute, there must be a reason for him to file a nolli prosecute. I don't believe in those charges. I don't know about the Code of Conduct Bureau charges, but there's nothing linking those two people to any of those charges that are before the Federal High Court.
All right, thank you very much.
And I believe that there's nothing that can stop whatever that is going on in the court.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Koligbo, and political analyst, and Mr. Jide Ojo, policy analyst. Thank you very much. Well, that's our program tonight. Many thanks for being part of the show. I'm Imana Amawe. On behalf of the team, bye for now.